There is civil unrest amongst Xbox gamers these days, and it's in large part centered around two recent actions. The first being the Fire TV Xbox partnership boasting no need for a console, and the second, the reconstruction of benefits for their console tier of Gamepass. Now, the Fire TV move feels like an abandonment of a console suite they modeled the most powerful and most balanced. The latter just feels like a repudiation of console gamers altogether. Couple this with the move to place Xbox games on their biggest rival, PlayStation, and many are now wondering if they will ever understand how they fit in this new transition. Well, now supporters have come out to defend these moves. They're saying the company is just being more user-friendly, and the criticisms are unwarranted or people are freaking out for no reason. It's not logical. Now, are these influencers saying this right? Or is Xbox really gearing to slyly dump their core consumer console game? We talk all this in the next installment of the Spill Our Hot Topic video series. This is going to be a good one. Let's get into this one. What's up, people? It's your boy MM2K back again with another episode of The Spill. Again, this is where we talk about the latest and greatest in video game, AAA genre defining news. And boy, oh boy, we got a good one for you today. But before we get into that one, do us a huge favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and rock those bells for notifications, please. All right, let's get into this one. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to show you two things first, and then we're going to talk about them on the back end. So in order for me to do that, let's do this. Okay, let's make that bigger. All right, there we go. All right, so this is from Stein. And if you don't know who Stein is the social media manager over at Xbox, okay? So he responded to what we talked about in the bumper as far as like console gamers filling the draft from Xbox. And they're like, and this is his response to this, right? Check this out. He says, been reading some of the negative takes on cloud and how more choices mean less for others. It's not logical. We got Series X and S, 3 new console models revealed in June, cloud on mobile browser, Meta VR, Samsung TV, and Amazon Fire. First-party games across legendary developers, across multiple ecosystems, Xbox Game Pass and Game Pass PC, third-party games and great partnerships with icons like Square Enix and more, all wrapped up in an ecosystem that supports cross-play, progression, purchase where implemented. It is always about choice, and your choice doesn't remove from others. It always grows together as interconnected systems, not silos. All right, and then the second is from, here he is, Mr. Glaze Microsoft, Mr. Jez Corden. You know what? I don't know how to take this guy. I wonder if it's how he wakes up in the morning. Like if he's had his fiber that particular day, he might just go on the Glaze campaign for Microsoft. But if he's had a rough night and he's woke up to a ball of beef eaters, right? Then maybe we'll get the truth. I don't know, but this right here has to be one of the most ridiculous takes that I've heard from Jazz. And this is coming from me, a cloud gamer myself. He says, cloud is Xbox hardware though. The console is just in a data center instead of your house. What's the difference? Look, okay, we'll get back to this buffoonery in a second. Still with Stein, because at least Stein put a little bit of effort in his slyness and in his slickness, right? So Stein, here's the problem. It's not choice. What's happening right now is Xbox gamers are being forcibly exodused, that's the word, from the console. Everything that has made the console lucrative for them is being stripped away. It is being maintained elsewhere or is being slapped elsewhere. So owning a console is no longer lucrative for the Xbox consumer, because when you buy a console, there's a lot of investment and money that goes into said console for a particular purpose. Like if I buy an Xbox over a PlayStation, I want those Xbox games, so that's why I had to put that $500 up there to get those Xbox games. But I may want the multiplats as well, because there's more multiplats than anything. The thing that swayed my decision for most gamers are the Xbox games, but that's not the only thing I engage with. So if most of the games that I engage with are multiplat, because I'm a console gamer and that's just how it flows, even with PlayStation. If most of the games that I indulge with are multi-plat, and you are stripping away what makes a console lucrative for developers to get into it, is you've heard developers say, nah, we don't even know why we support that. And your response is not to make the console more lucrative for those developers. You say, oh, okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to make this open platform. How about you put Epic Store in there? You got to put Steam. So get your third party from there. Hell, we're even doing A/B testing on the possibility of games that we offer too. We point you over to the Video GeForce Now. Like, for instance, Street Fighter 6. You don't want to play it with us? You don't want to get our version? Go ahead and get their version that you got to get via Steam. No association to the Xbox marketplace altogether. You're pointing people to an entirely different marketplace. So you're stripping the closed uniqueness of the console, and that's part of what makes it, that's part of the incentive for the developers, because they're like, because you're closing that off, then you're going to really fight to try to bring more people over to this box, plus making it more viable and more lucrative for us to put our games on here. So if you're not doing that, then we're not going to make native Xbox versions. We'll start cutting back on that. You're going to see that over time, right? And they're not waiting. Like I just said, they're not waiting. Apparently, it looks like they're not waiting until this new hardware comes out. There is A/B testing slides out there, if these slides are authentic, of them trying this stuff right now. Like I said, with what they're doing with Street Fighter 6 and GeForce Now. So Stein, stop, bruh. It's not about choice. It's about herding. You are trying to herd gamers who want that native gameplay that comes with the console, that wants that fight for exclusive content that comes with the console, that makes the console more lucrative, brings more people to it, and then creates a cycle where the Xbox marketplace is now defined and more lucrative so we can get these third-party games. That's not happening. Now what you're proposing to people is play on Fire TV, where you're going to see examples of where people said that's trash. Oh, go get a PC. That's expensive to play these games on PC. Right? And a lot of these console gamers, they will not be able to handle PC. So you're taking them away from their comfort zone and thrusting them somewhere else where they're, at this point in time, they're not going to enjoy it. You could sit there and say, well, we're giving you reasonable fidelity with the cloud. If xCloud wasn't so problematic output-wise, we'll get into that in a little bit. But Stein, that was a clever way to try to gaslight gamers who have authentic concerns. Bad choice for you, bro. Bad choice for you. It's like, again, what's the famous line we associate with D-Batch? Who you gonna believe, me or your lying eyes, right? This right here is just straight buffoonery. I am a cloud gamer, and for full transparency, I'm gonna tell you something. I like this Xbox move personally. I do. Why? Because I'm not, I would rather stick hot razor blades in my eyelids before I buy another piece of hardware from Xbox. I will only indulge with Xbox via Xbox PC Gamepass if the cloud gaming infrastructure ever improves to a reasonable form. I might try them there, but Xbox deciding to bring their games to me is the best thing they can do to get my dollar. But here's the thing. I don't represent the core. I represent a minority of people that don't engage with Xbox, but would semi-entertain it if Xbox became more accessible. Your core right now, the people that are paying the lights and paying the bills right now, this is the antithesis of what they're looking for. This is not going to work for them. Not right now. And not at the pace that you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing that you got Fire TV available. That's cool. But another thing is you're stripping away core elements of the console experience. That's where I say you're making the wrong moves. But this right here from Jazz is just straight lunacy. What is the difference? You want to know what the difference is? Let me tell you what the difference is. I want to show you guys something else. This is a video that we've talked about with our members. So if you're a member, go check it out if you haven't already. But this is a video where Digital Foundry themselves, who tried to be nice to Xbox and xCloud. I remember when it first released, and they were all nice about it because they were playing it on a phone. I forgot what game they were playing, but they were shilling for it. Right now, they're not shilling today. They tested it and they were just like, look, man, I mean, it's playable, but it's not acceptable. Like, this is not a replacement for your Xbox experience. And so no, they're like, the slogans that are coming along with this are completely false. Do not fall for it, right? That's the difference, Jazz. Even though they're using Xbox hardware, you're not getting nowhere near the same level of output. Even the Series S, it pales into comparison to the Series S. That thing's been called a potato all generation. Jazz, this is lunacy. Get off my screen. Get the hell off my screen. So we have that. We also have this from the Thurrott think tank. And these are the people that I go to first and foremost for all things Xbox, right? There's going to be links to all this. I want you to listen to what they have to say about their Fire TV experience with Xbox, right? But it doesn't stop there. Friend of the channel, the homie, Doc Dark, he said this. So I tried xCloud, and again, Doc Dark is enthusiastic about Gamepass. He's had issues. He spoke out against some of the things that Xbox has done that was not console friendly, and he feels slighted because he wouldn't pay the money for the console. But here's Xbox. Here's Doc Dark still. He says, so I tried xCloud yesterday on the Fire Stick 4K Max. It was trash. Why would Xbox want to introduce a new audience to its games and service this way? That's the difference, Jazz. Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot one. But then when it comes to Game Pass and the structures taken away from Game Pass, we had this from, remember this video that we did earlier this week? If you didn't, go check it out. It was climbing the charts. It was burning the billboards. Check out this video that we did where Paris Lily came on an Xbox Glazing podcast and just gave them the cold hard truth that Xbox in this whole Game Pass thing, you can't make excuses for the things that people are concerned about. And there needs to be some clarity. He does that. He says, stop trying to make these false equivalencies when it comes to PlayStation Plus. Excellent video. Definitely check it out. All right. So in closing, here's what I have to say about all this. I think it's more than evident that Xbox is trying to work through their parasocial relationships to try to change the narrative. Now I get that Stein works for Xbox, but they threw that dude under the bus. For him to come out there and say that was like, yeah, like we're stupid. Jazz on the other hand, I don't, man, Jesus Christ. Anyway, now, they're trying to change the narrative in large part due to them believing that their strategy will work if people just talk good about it. Like if they can get these parasocial nuts out here to just talk good about it, people will ignore what they see, what they experience, the things that Digital Foundry, Paul Thurrott, and Brad Sams, and even Doc Dark. You guys know Doc Dark. Even the things that he said. People will ignore them and say, well, no, these influencers and these bloggers / journalists, when they want to be, these bloggers are telling us that this is good, so we're going to believe them. Look, I'm sorry, but gamers have functioning eyes. They're not going to fall for this crap. Outside of the small percentage of those disenfranchised from the console model, you know, the ones that Stadia and GFN and all these cloud platforms they're trying to build from, outside of continuing to grow that group, that small group, Xbox, with the service as it is now, is not converting any mainstream gamers. There is nobody that's going to say, ooh, I have a Series X, or ooh, I have a Series S. And this service as it is a reasonable alternative. Even when they give you access to your a la carte games, even when they do that, nobody is going to say that. Sorry. To give up your console, there has to be favorable trade-offs. And as packaged today, none exist for console gamers. Now, we will see if the service improves to a level that changes all that. I just don't know if publicly forsaking your core consumer on console is a wise thing to do now for the sake of your ecosystem. I'm in lockstep with Doc Dark. I don't think that being so forceful to yank these incentives from them and talk this verbiage now to slight your core, I just don't think that that's good to do now. I think they need to, be a little bit more timely with it, right? That is, unless you frankly don't give a damn, as long as you buy my game somewhere. And that's it from your boy. Let me know what y'all think about all this in the comment section below. Have you tried Xbox on Fire TV? Let us know. Because who gives a heck what I think? But if you did like what I had to say, check out the links below to follow me. They'll lead you to GEIX, Cloud Dosage, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and MM2K Gaming. With that said, peace. Have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy MM2K of GEIX, Cloud Dosage, Hard Knock Digital Culture, MM2K Gaming, and we're back again with another episode of Mic Check. It's been a minute. We kind of like was in this weird space because we had to do the In a Row podcast on Sunday, right? We did it on Sunday. And because we did it on Sunday, that kind of like threw things off, but we are officially back. Something weird is going on here. You guys can't see me. Let me try to switch here. This thing is active. All right, then I'm gonna switch back in. Still not showing. All right, let me try to do something real quick. I don't know why everything is acting so weird. Where's the cache? There we go. There I go. What's up, everybody? I'm here right now. Cold Blood might be on his way. He might be tied up, but he'll just hop in as soon as he's available. But I want to thank everybody that was here Sunday, man. Holy cow. Sunday was a crazy day. Oh, it was a wild day. I'm not going to spend too much time, going over Sunday because, today's Wednesday? But I want to remind folks now, thanks to Sean and him getting in trouble with his wife, we now are at our members goals. Like you can see them on the screen, and we're at our members goals so severely that, we're now at like level 3, I think. Okay. So the weekly goal has been shredded, right? So if we get another 10 members by Friday, by I'll say 11 a.m. Friday, our weekly giveaway in the Discord for members will be $25. I think, right? Is that what that says? I believe that's what that says. I can't see. Yep. Our bi-weekly goal, we're at level 2 there. So that no. Level weekly goal. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I got that all wrong. So our weekly goal for Foamy Friday will be, if we can get up to 40 members within this week, which means we only need 10 more. If we get up to 40 members, so that's 40 people that aren't members right now becoming members, or we get 10 gifted, or 10 more people become members by 11 a.m. Friday, then I have to stream for 6 hours. I got to stream a Foamy Friday game 6 hours. It's going to be an Xbox game, And Cold Blood and I, for that entirety of that 6 hours, have to be positive about Xbox. We can't say anything, but we got to say the most glowing and wood buffy things about Xbox. So if you guys want to see that happen, 6 hours at that, hit us up. Let's get to 10 members so you guys realize that. All right, so then we got another members goal. I think if we get to 55, instead of it being a $10 giveaway, it'll be a $25 giveaway. So there will be a giveaway this week for $10 in the Discord. And then last but certainly not least, our month goal, which will give you an additional $25 giveaway. If we get 10 more members, that'll take us to 25. So there'll be a $10 giveaway, a $25. No, there'll be two $25 giveaways if we get 10 more members. All right. And if we get those 10 more members by this Friday, I mean, you're going to hit the trifecta. You're going to get 6 hours of me having to be positive about Xbox. You're going to get two $25 giveaways. All right. But shout out to everybody in the chat. The chat is bursting. Y'all are erupting. Pause. And we're going to see what you guys are talking about here before we get into the showcase or to the show today. As for cloud, internet is not ready for that. The mainstream, how long has Xbox been doing cloud? Sony cloud is much better. Already laugh out loud. All right, Dribble, let me say this. I'm a cloud gamer, and I talked about this yesterday. If you guys aren't members, man, you need to become members. I almost did like a 4-hour freaking podcast yesterday. Like, we took a break from public work, and I sat with the members out of respect and graciousness for what happened Sunday. We sat with our members and almost for 4 hours. I spilled so much tea in those 4 hours. I went over pretty much. Now, I won't say the entirety. I went over pretty much the entirety of my cloud gaming experience as a creator. I talked a little bit about what I did here before I went to cloud gaming. So let me say this. Taking what you just said and saying Xbox cloud gaming is not ready for the mainstream is absolutely right. The sad thing was it wasn't ready for the mainstream. What was that, 2020? When they came out and upgraded the server blades, and I remember all the content creators like, oh shit, man, I'm gonna get a Xbox Series X in the sky. This could be a game changer. Everybody got on, was so disappointed. Now I had, again, speaking of the cloud gamers, I had fellow cloud gamers tell me, oh man, this was it. Because, you know, they're gonna destroy Stadia. This is the end of Stadia. I said, I was warning them. I've been following Xbox for years, guys. I've been following them, and I know them like the back of my hand. They talk of things, and very rarely do they execute them as the way that they said them. Do not you're going to get disappointed. And they got disappointed. So you fast forward to now, and let me know if you guys hear me all right. Let me know if you guys hear me all right in the chat. I forgot to do the mic check. So fast forward to now, you got Digital Foundry that tried this out. We're not even going to talk about me. You got Digital Foundry that tried it out. You got Dark that tried it out, right? Paul Thurrott and Brad Sams of the Thurrott think tank. They tried it out. Everybody that I know that is trying this out that doesn't have a habit of glazing Xbox, like even Paul Thurrott and Brad Sams are pro Microsoft. So yeah, reasonably they're gonna, you know, they're gonna be favorable to Xbox. They're not gonna glaze them though. Like Brad Sams and Paul Thurrott used to take shots at Stadia, and I used to respond back to Paul. But when it comes to getting to the nitty gritty and the technical prowess of all things Microsoft, I always go to Paul Thurrott first when it's Microsoft, and Brad Sams when it's related to Xbox. Brad Sams in the times that I've sat and listened to him is educated more than all these content creators and other people at Xbox combined. You know what I'm saying? So I really suggest that you take the information that they give you and consume that, and not necessarily their takes on things, Xbox, but their actual the information that they're passing along. So everybody's tried Xbox Cloud, and from a mainstream perspective, it is not favored. It is not liked. Now, in the cloud gaming community, because the people that were really fond of Stadia had a lot better output, but Xbox has more games on it and Stadia's gone, right? So, and Stadia had a ease of use that Xbox kind of has. You know what I'm saying? They somewhat have, like if you side load it, I hear on different places now that, you get comparable experience. I haven't side loaded it in a while on anything, so I couldn't tell you. But that's similar to Stadia, even though the output was nowhere near as good as Stadia's. But it was the ease of access, the ease of use, and the affordability that xCloud presents that made the transition from the Stadia community. For the most part, they went and transitioned to the Xbox community. Okay. So outside of that community, xCloud is not looked at favorably. That's even from diehard people. Like I said, Brad Sams, Paul Thurrott, Doc Dork. I mean, I don't know anybody outside of the Xbox Glazers that is tap dancing for this thing. Now, here's what I will say. And this is the thing that makes Xbox's output even worse and mind-boggling, as Doc Dark has alluded, Paul Thurrott has alluded, like all these people, they're not in cahoots with each other. They're not on a conference call, but talking with each other. Okay, these are our talking points to dog xCloud, but they're all saying the same things. They are confused because why are you trying to make this seem like a viable alternative to your console experience? It's not. It's not even a viable alternative to your Series S experience. It's not. And why are you transitioning to this? Like, we get why you're transitioning to PC, because PC is very capable, but it's expensive. So you got to have a cheaper alternative. Why are you trying to transition your efforts here? And it is so minimalistic. A la carte games aren't there yet. The output is abysmal to the average mainstream gamer. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? And what makes it even worse, Dribble, is that as far as I'm concerned, out of all of the cloud services that I've tried, and that is Shadow, Boosteroid, Amazon Luna, Stadia, of course, GFN, and I might be leaving something else out. No, those are the services that I tried. Out of all those services that I've tried, xCloud is the worst. But xCloud is developed and funded by the company that's richer than all of them. Well, not GFN anymore, but you know what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Like, for them to be running neck and neck financially, their services on neck and neck, their efforts on like, you get a product from NVIDIA, the output and the expectation from that product far exceeds what you get from Xbox. And it's sad. And people could say, well, NVIDIA's number one thing is hardware. Not anymore. It's AI. All these AI partnerships that they have. Like, they just brought up the dude from Facebook. But the other day. That's what makes it worse. So your statement applies to Xbox solely. I will say other cloud services may not have the games, but that's less complicated than getting your tech together. I remember somebody had told me a long time ago in the cloud community, oh, it's easier to get the tech. The hell it is. Tell that to Xbox. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to, it's a challenge to do both. but it's a less hill to climb to work and get to games. They're both very challenging. But when like Digital Foundry said, when you don't at the core don't have the technology set up correctly, like how GFN apparently does, then you're gonna have a problem. And they're just gonna have to reassess and come up with another way to approach cloud gaming. Until they do that, this is not a good showing. Like Doc Dark said, why would you want to show this to your to people as an alternate? You're gonna turn them off. Dr. Killshot said, what it do, MM2K? What's up, my friend? He said, Bod's down so bad, Alex Jones of Gaming, Mr. Boomstick thought out Helldivers is coming to Game Pass later this month. Yeah, I heard that, man. Yeah, that's gonna be a very interesting one. We're gonna see. You know, that reminds me of, hey, Fawns, there's a rumor that globally, Xbox, that's what it sounds like. Like, we gotta stop that shit. So here's what plagues the Xbox mainstream creator community. Here's what plagues them. Hopeful aspirations that they want to convince you is real to validate their choice. What am I talking about? Prime example, and shout out to D-Batch. I know I pick on him regularly. We always pick with each other behind the scenes too. Shout out to D-Batch. If you guys have been around long enough, y'all remember when D-Batch came back and told everybody that it spread like wildfire. It went viral. That for the Xbox One X Assassin's Creed, one of the Syndicate, I think it was going to get 4K 60 on the Xbox One X and all this other shit, right? He was told that at a conference, you know, and we remember when he came back, we always talk about that and joke about that. And he was told numerous times, bro, keep that one in your pocket. I don't think this is real. No, you motherfucker, you're hating. No, this is what we're gonna do. Fuck you. And he came out and it come up to be false. And it was one of like the biggest black eyes that he got as far as credibility when it came to inside information. But that problem plagues a lot of these Xbox content creators. Instead of sticking to the facts, they want to reinterpret what something means and try to put it in the most positive light. Instead of looking at what we do here isn't rocket science. What we do here is simply look at patterns, tell you what's likely to happen because of the patterns, and break down the facts. Too many creators do what D did at that moment. And I know because I was behind the scenes and I used to be in the conversations with the creators when they did it. I just got out of my stupor sooner. That's all. I was in a stupor too, but I just got out of it sooner. Ron Slusher says Game Pass through my Fire Stick works very terrible, and I have top tier internet. Yeah, it's look, man. I'm not saying anything about it because I am the hater. Everybody knows me as the hater. I'm MM2K the hater. I'm just going to say anything negative because I want to get in good with the PlayStation people, yada, 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 right? So I'm not saying anything. As you saw in that video that we just played as the precursor to the show, I let y'all listen to what other people said. I didn't say shit about my own particular experience, right? I let them speak to you. Okay? So it is what it is. Yo, what's up, family? What's going on? Fatal Charade. Hey, yo, what's up, bro? Where you been at? What's going on, man? We should everybody pop through here. We got Ice Cream Game and Ice Cream. How you doing, sweetheart? Says, hi, I'm okay apart from the arthritis in my, well, you know, what is good for pineapple? I think we had this conversation. Get you some pineapple juice. I have arthritis too. That's the pleasures of getting old, baby. I have pineapple juice on stock. Make sure you got some pineapple juice in the house. got everybody in here today. Winter Soldier, what's up, bro? He says, while expanding your platform via cloud is good idea, it's still crazy to me that Xbox is not improving the technology to make it good. That's the point that we were saying, Will, and that's the point I was trying to make when me and you were like deep diving on this. You know, I was poking fun with you, telling you, you believe me now, you know. But and that's the homie Will Sinks. Y'all don't know Will Sinks? Give him a round of applause. That's the homie. He's been here since what was that, 6-7 years ago when I was with Will trying to like say, Xbox, come on, Xbox, you can do it, come on. And we was breaking down. Me and Will got like whole series where we were sitting there for 2-3 hour podcasts breaking down, well, Xbox, if you do that. I mean, we was really trying to be the Xbox brain trust. So it ain't about me hating. I gave it to gusto. And I just said, man, they don't want to do it, man. They don't want to do it. That's why it pains me to see my brother out here, because he's a hardcore Asian entertainment buff like your boy. I'm into anime. Oh snap! Y'all done went they going crazy out here. We got Ice Queen Gaming. She done foamed up for another month. That's what's up. And we got Jonathan in the house. Here we go. Jonathan done went crazy. Oh my God. Hey, look. I don't have an extra card for you, brother. This dude is crazy. He's doing it again. He's doing it again, y'all. He went psycho nuts. He's doing it again. He's gifted another member. Shout out to Sean. He's setting it up, y'all. Shout out to Ice Queen Gaming and shout out to Sean. Thank y'all so much for the support. Like I said, and that raises, did it do it automatically? No, it did not. So I have to do it. Let me see you do it. Here, let me do it right here. Or I'll, because maybe it'll do it now automatic. Nope. I don't know why this thing don't do it. Oh shit, it didn't even update the July goal. the entire July goal. I gotta fix that. I'll fix that. Because everything should say 40. Something ain't right. Something is wrong. I'm sorry. Trust me, I'll fix it. So we're at 42. Oh no! Purple. Oh, y'all bugs. Oh, they're going crazy. No. You guys are not supposed to do this. No. Shout out to Purple Haze with the. You got me choking. I'd rather die. I'd rather die than what y'all gonna make me do. Now I gotta say, for 6 hours straight this Friday. Now I gotta talk positively about Xbox. Oh, I gotta dig in deep today. Oh, I gotta say the most vile, the most vicious shit today. Oh my God. Oh, I'd rather die. Keep choking, MM. Keep choking. Oh no. You mofos. Oh man. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Oh man. You mofos. We got number one. We had Sean. He had gifted one. All right. Is that shown on the screen? Yeah, Sean had gifted one. Then we had the homie Purple Haze come in and gift 5. Purple Haze came in and gifted 5. Oh, come on, man. Sean, stop. No, I'm just joking. And then we had, hey, Not Your Mother. I was just thinking about you today. I was like, damn. I was like, where the homie Not Your Mother been? You been on vacation, my friend? Not Your Mother gifted 5. We have we've blown it out of the shoes and socks. Golly. Wow. No, really, thank you, everybody. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. It just humbles us. And what it does is, oh man, you guys are crazy, man. We really appreciate it. The shout out to everybody. Shout out Ice Queen for renewing. Shout out Purple Haze. Shout out to Not Your Mother for the gifted. Thank you, everybody. And we got some great content too. Let's go, sis Purple. Hey, shout out to Perp. Perp, I was watching your stream this weekend while I was at work. A hell of a stream as always. Yeah, if y'all didn't know, Perp, Perp, how come you're not Perp, drop a link to your channel. If you want some great, just generalized gaming talk from someone that knows what they're talking about, I just be spitting and talking shit. But if you want some great generalized gaming talk from someone that trust me, she knows what she's talking about. You need to check out Purple Haze. So Perp, drop a link to your channel in the chat. If you guys hear me go back and forth in a positive way with Perp all the time, and we be laughing and cracking up about shit. But no, Perp is a creator, and y'all need to be watching her stuff. Seriously. All right. Thank you very much. I just had to give everybody their flowers. People get mad. Is they getting mad because where's Cold Blood? Is extra. Cold Blood's taking care of something right now. He said he'll jump in if he can. It's been a busy week for Cold Blood since he moved. You know what I'm saying? He had to move location, so we'll see. He's getting everything together, getting the crib together. All right, let me get right into this. He said, "Did you ever try PlayStation Cloud?" Says that man do. Yeah, I've tried it and I love it. I love it. It's not quite as good as GeForce Now Ultimate, but it's second to me. The only problem with it is, as of late, I think it's getting more usage, so I'm getting a lot of stutters. Like when I first started using it, it was fantastic. I was like, holy shit, this is very close to GeForce Now Ultimate. But then I started getting a lot of stuttering and rubber banding. I was gotten somewhat better. But that's what I want to do. And for those of you that don't know, another platform that I do content on is called Cloud Dosage. As a matter of fact, I got content dropping out there tomorrow. So if you want to learn more about cloud gaming, I talk about it over there, and ain't no glazing here. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep it straight down the middle. Who's doing what, who ain't doing what over there. But if you want to learn more about cloud gaming, check me out over there. One of the things that irks me right now is that Warner Brothers isn't supporting GeForce Now. Like Warner, what's going on, homie? You know what I'm saying? Like I got Suicide Squad. I don't want to play that shit natively. I got GeForce Now that gives me the power, the power of the super pods in the sky. I'm gaming at 4K 120. You don't believe my GeForce Now was a beast? Go to MM2K Gaming Streams and check out my stream of First Descendant. Well, it looks fantastic. Mwah! Perfectimo. Can't beat that shit. So, but shout out to everybody. Thank you very much. All right. So, all y'all going crazy with them damn gifteds. Said learn from me. Nah, I ain't learn from me. Y'all know better than me. Perp. Y'all learn better than me. I run my mouth and I have no filter, and that's not going to that's not going to work for you all the time. I'm unfiltered. That's just look, man, I work and bust my ass all day. Well, no, I don't. I got it easy when it comes to work, but I bust my ass part of the day. And when I get on here, I don't want to be all stiff neck and, playing the elevator music and, all that. I don't want to do all that shit. People say, well, why don't you do the professional That's not me. Well, that is me. But I do that at work, man. When I come here, I just want to, let it loose. Let it loose. But yeah, Perp, there goes Perp's link, y'all. Make sure y'all go follow her. Jonathan said, we gonna have you playing some bullshit. I promise. I know. I looked at PC game. Can I just ask this though? Because I have problems when I'm gotta play a game natively and I gotta set it up. If you're gonna make me play an Xbox game, can you make sure that it's part of PC Gamepass so I can get right into it? That's all. If you cannot meet the desires of the bullshit you want to make me play through that, then that's fine. I just got to deal with it. But please, if you could. Oh man. So I got to sit there for 6 motherfucking hours and be positive about it. All right. So I'm going to change this right now. I know a lot of you A lot of you scampered and ran off because you're lurking. Look, can I say something here? I want to say something. I want to definitely say something. And all of you new members now, I highly urge you that after this is off, and then and if you didn't catch the video at the beginning, it's airing at 5. Go check out my stream yesterday. I talk about the ups and downs, a lot of them, not all of them, but the ups and downs of me creating content. I just want to say this. I know a lot of people are lurking. I know a lot of people may not like me that are out there because of my sharp opinions and, you know, just how I approach stuff. I don't have a problem with any of y'all. I really don't. There are 2 people, I will say this, there are 2 people that I generally don't mess with. And trust me, those 2 people know who they are. So if you're sitting there thinking, oh, is it me? Could it possibly be me? Then it's not you. Trust me. These 2 people know who they are because of the stuff that they've done. And I'll never get into that because there's no need. I don't even want to give that energy. But I don't take this stuff personally. I may get all ramped up and excited. Yeah, but that's performative. I don't take this stuff personally. I got too much to do once I turn this mic off to be sitting there saying, oh yeah, man, that guy didn't like my opinion on Street Fighter 6. Oh, phooey, I ain't got time for that. I wish I did. I ain't got time for that shit. As soon as I turn this mic off, I got to be granddad, husband, and daddy to 11 motherfuckers. I ain't got time for and a crazy ass cat. I ain't got time for that shit. I got 2 businesses to run. So I don't take any of this stuff personally. So if you're sitting there and you're watching, even if you have a difference of opinion, like people come in and they say shit all the time. Where's not Jay Gaming and where's True Virgil? Some of my biggest supporters are people that disagree with me. How do you think me and Cold Blood hooked up? Cold Blood spent the first 7 years of my stint here disagreeing with me and telling me how I was stupid every fucking day. Now he's a podcast mate. I don't take this shit personally. We got a lot of, if you don't like me, so what? It's not about me. It's about the content. It's about what I'm saying. So we got a lot of content, y'all, even those that don't like me. When you sit there and you run because there's a whole bunch of gift that's coming out, I mean, I may chuckle, but I don't give a damn. Check it out. You're missing out on a lot of shit. You're not hurting me. You're hurting yourself because apparently y'all keep lurking here. Y'all want to be here. Even if you don't like me personally, you like the content. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. When these gifteds come out, just sit there and take them. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who. I don't care who. I really don't care. I don't care who's listening. I don't care if y'all disagree or agree. It doesn't matter. I'm doing this for the public. I'm even doing it for people that don't like me. That doesn't bother me. This is not a popularity contest. I had those days in high school. Those were decades ago. All right. So yeah, I see a lot of people ran and shit because the gift was coming up. Stop, man. Let's do a clean slate. Let's stop it. Like I said, unless you them 2 people, and trust me, them 2 people know who they are. They ain't gonna sit there and say, who, me? Nah, they know who they is. Trust me. But outside of that, man, I don't care if we had words or something like that, you know, back over here. I don't care, man. Just come enjoy the content. Don't run. I mean, again, and I'm saying this it does. When a gift that goes out, it's going to go out regardless. I'm just trying to look out for y'all and say, stop running, man. It's silly. All right. So with that said, yeah, I know you're going to be playing some bullshit, Sean. So everyone give some ideas of absolute dog shit came from the play. What's the worst Xbox game ever? I know, I know. I got it. I'm gonna do it right now. Because I know people are lurking and itching to see what I was saying. They ran away because they were like, oh, I don't want to be part of the gifted train. I don't want to get exposed. Like, who cares? I mean, I fuck with True Virgil because True Virgil is just a funny, they just a funny person. True Virgil is hilarious. I love True Virgil. True Virgil, you know I love you, right? I love True Virgil. Jay Gaming, I just like picking with Jay. That's all. Jay like to come and say his shit, and I like picking with Jay. It's no hard feelings either way. I don't. You disagree with me, so what? I live in a house where nobody agrees with me, even my cat. All right, so let's see here. So I need to go to widgets, and we got to change this. We have to change this. All right. Maybe I should be using event lists instead of. Maybe that's what I should be doing. But that's going to take too much time. We don't want to do that. YouTube. Where's YouTube member? Here we go. YouTube member. All right. So. Settings. So I would have to end the goal because it's not saving it right. My goal. Okay, so let's reset the goal. Let's go to the settings. Or did I do that? I think I did. That's why it's fucked up. Excuse my French. I'm sorry. Listen to goal. Okay. Y'all done did something again. Somebody done did something again. Okay. Title is, or maybe, should it be members or subscribers? Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Let me do that. Let me try no. I don't have time to do that. Okay. So the goal is July goal 2024 level shit. This is level 2 now. Because look, what did we do? We were at 40. And so we got 11. No, we're still at level 1. So we're at 52. We're 3 away. So starting amount is 52, and it ends after how many days are in July? 30 or 31? I can't remember. 31. All right. So 7/31/2024. Subscriber goal type. Huh? What? Or sub points. I don't know what. I don't know what the fuck that means. And that could be why this isn't calculating right. I think I'm in the wrong thing, but that's all right. I'll add it manually. All right. So now I got to do one more thing I got to do, y'all. And then I promise we're going to get right into the show. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. We're going to get, I promise, as soon as I do this, it's going to take just a couple of minutes. We're almost there. Thank OBS for this shit. Come on. Come on. All right, here we go. All right. So I got to go to better goals and donations. Nope. Subscriptions. Okay. So we're now up to 52. And then custom. Damn. 52. Shit. This mofo. Level, damn it. I don't know. I don't know what we're maxed. Fuck it. We're maxed. Fuck it. We're maxed. We're maxed. But there is no more levels for this shit, man. 52 out of, I'll put 52 out of 52. We're max. Y'all ain't get me doing no more shit. I'm 6 hours. I gotta talk nice about Xbox. I ain't doing nothing else. So we're max for the weekly goal. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. And there we go. Okay. All right. So the only thing, what bi-weekly goal? Oh shit, I gotta open that back up. God damn it. I'm sorry, y'all. What happened? Why didn't it add to the weekly goal or the bi-weekly goal? So we're 3 away from a bunch of stuff. Okay. All right. So let's go back to better goals. I'm almost done. I promise you. Follows. There we go. All right. You gotta make that 52 as well. Okay. Save. Okay. There it goes. All right. There we go. There we go. All right, folks. So there you have it. Let's see what the chat is saying. Y'all mofos is crazy, man. Gift the subs goes to the people with the most watch time in chat. I don't know, Emma. I think you're and 18 more. You're saying it's 58? How's it 58? Is that what you're saying? Look at the chat. You did it again. This motherfucker do it. Oh, no. I'm looking at the chat. So here's what it is. It's Ice Queen Gaming. She renewed. So that's 1. You gifted 1. So that's 2. Oh, Mr. 1030. I'm sorry. Hey, Mr. 1030, my bad, bro. I'm sorry, my friend. Holy shit. Let me put yours up on the screen. My bad. So Mr. 1030 became a member. So that's 3. And then so Purple Haze did 1. You're right. You motherfucker. Okay. Y'all done killed the holy shit. All right, well, I'm going back in. I know I promised. Oh God. Okay. Well, the weekly goal is done. The weekly goal is done. Y'all done killed that. Y'all killed that shit. All right. So now what we're going to do is I got to go back in here and better goals. There should be better. OBS or Streamlabs just drives me crazy. All right. So we're at 58. So you guys done killed the 25 goal. Let's make it 70. 70 will make it 40. That's level 3. How about we do that? Okay, what else? Descriptions. Whoa. Where was I just at? Oh, I got 2 bi-weekly goals up there. Ugh. All right, and this one is the weekly goal, which I done murdered that. Okay, so now we save that, and then this is where we're going to go. Now we're going to go back over here, and I promise after this, we're done. Let me go back to the dashboard, Streamlabs dashboard. And go to the dashboard, and then once I get there, I can add, say that we killed that goal too. All widgets. Let's go to member goal. All right, so we killed that one. Shit, gotta end that. This. Hey yo, is this whole stream gonna be me? I think y'all getting a kick out of me having to readjust this stuff. I'm like an old dude with a Texas Instrument calculator. Like, let me. Oh, not your mother now. Not your mother came back with a bang. Okay. So now we're at level. Okay. So for the main monthly goal, July 2024 monthly goal is we'll make it 100 for the monthly goal, because that's the monthly goal, y'all. So we you know, I can't skim on that one. So this is level 2 for the monthly goal The amount is 100. But we're not, y'all ain't far off. You're at 63. Holy freaking cow, man. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Goal type. Sub point. Goal. I don't know what the. So start goal. Settings. Everything. Save settings. Start goal. Okay. All right. So now we're at level 2. And so we said, what we say, $25 gift card. I'll fix that later. We said $25 gift card. So if we get up to 100, that'll go up to 50. Yeah, so I'll make sure that's in the bar too. All right. You guys have been so gracious, so wonderful. We appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for that. Holy cow. All right. So let's move on. Hold on. We still got some more chats I wanted to get to. He says, Gollum is a good choice for a bad game, but I actually had fun with it because it was so bad. I like those cheesy movies that come on Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah, me too. Is Rogue Warrior on PC Game Pass? Oh, bad. No, it's not. No, it's not. Rogue Warrior is horrible. Game Pass sucks, says E. Kim. Microsoft sucks. Microsoft made your hobby a utility bill. If you don't pay them, you have nothing. It's like, well, see, here's the thing, man. That was the point that we've been trying to make, is that, all right, you don't own your games, but you get a license. So because you get a license, when you survive and die off of that license, what's going to happen if the whole house of cards collapse? That's what I was trying to warn people, I think in like 2019. And you know what motherfucker said to me in response? Get out of the community. They Jazzy Jeff me. They all collectively turned into Uncle Phil and tried to Jazzy Jeff me out of the community. They tried to James Avery my ass off the porch. They said, get out of here. I said, no, you're not listening. This shit is not sustainable. When the house of cards collapse and you've done regulated yourself to not buying anything, just renting shit, guess what happens to your library? Kaput. Y'all better start. And I said that in response to Sachi Nadella trying to be slick and changing the litmus of what they were going to rate Game Pass on. Remember, they changed it with the investors that they were no longer going to tell you how many subscribers there were. They were going to give you a plus and minus. Then they essentially stopped doing that. Then Satya Nadella takes Game Pass off his compensation package altogether. Like, bruh. But see, a lot of us don't have great business acumen. And I'm not saying that to say you guys are lesser than this. No, it's just, it all depends upon how life has taken us. In some paths, life has taken us into travels to where that's part of what we do. Is that cold blood? Oh no, I thought I heard. Like life has taken us into where we do that shit on a regular basis. I was fortunate enough to do that. I'm nobody special. I got lucky. When I first started, I was opening mail. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. And then they were closing down our department. So the department that I ended up going into, where I put most of my career into, because they were laying off our department, they just started interviewing people because they wanted some people to do some elementary shit, like, you know, handle their mail or something like that, right? And so they were questioning me, and they were like, well, what is it that you do? And I told them what I did, and I asked them a question. I said, well, would schedules be flexible? And what do they mean? What do you mean? I was like, well, I'm going to college right now and I'm taking up 2 degrees, and, you know, my classes are sporadic. They're all over the place. I was like, college, what degrees are you taking? It's like a business management and accounting. They're like, what? Hold on. What? Huh? I was like, well, shit, you in particular, you can be something else in our department. And I was like, oh, okay. And the rest is history. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not saying nobody is better than it. It's about experience though. And a lot of gamers don't have that experience, and Xbox knows that. That's why they try to slip shit past y'all and do all this double speak and try to give you these illusions of they're trying to do ABC when it's really they're trying to do XYZ. That's what this channel was built on, is trying to wave away the smoke and mirrors so you can see what's actually going on. It's not hate. It's not, oh, you want Phil to fail. Phil's making more money than all of us combined. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about you, the consumer. So yeah, that's what we were saying. I was trying to tell people, man, they're not being transparent, and you guys need to pay attention to that, because if this falls apart, you don't have nothing to fall back on, because you done spent all that money that you could have spent on building a library. You've been just paying it on a subscription for Gamepass. People didn't want to hear that, bro. Told me to get out of the community. Shout out to Not Your Mother for the additional 5 gifted. Everybody becoming a member today. Check out, yeah, I got some content spilling the tea. Definitely check that out. It's almost 4 freaking hours. So if you're at work or you're just chilling, you know, just turn it on. It's not safe for work, so I don't I am going to start making not safe for. I am going to start making safe for work podcast again, because I love being able to go into the business that I do in the evenings, and I'll turn on some podcasts. You know, like I listen to Reforged Gaming. I know Cold Blood ain't the big, but I can listen to Reforged Gaming, and he don't drop any, you know, it's safe for work. So I'm gonna start doing some safe for work content again as far as podcasts are, you know, just something for, and I'll do it for members, something members can have, you know what I mean? Sean dropping random Steam codes in here. Whoever got the code, please tell Sean thank you. Y'all are in a giving mood today. Tell Sean thank you, man. Will said, but isn't all purchase games just a license as well? If the platform owners decide to remove it, it's gone. That is true, but the likelihood, Will, of them removing it is very minimal. The likelihood of a subscription service dying is very likely. Very likely. So yes, you don't own anything. People need to get out of that realm that you own it. You may own the disc that the license is on. But with all the DRM that's inactive now that gamers accept, they can kill that license. But the likelihood of that happening is very minimal in comparison to a subscription service getting nuked, because we've seen it. Yeah, but anytime they take down is wild to me. Question from within Astrobot trailer: is that supposed to be the place? I don't know. People are saying it is. Cold Blood doesn't believe it is. I don't know. Hopefully we get some information on this mysterious PlayStation 5 Pro. People feel like it's going to be revealed at the Tokyo Game Show. Emma Parker says, Phil is a gamer but doesn't play games. He plays Xbox. Oh, man, that's cold. It's cold-blooded. Z-Style Podcast. No, they be getting crazy there, man. I was watching the clip earlier with Pastor and Big Money, where he told Pastor that he'll do nothing but eat goat nuts or something. Like, I don't know what they be getting wild over there. Shout out to Zian though, man. Juice says, do you listen to Reforged? Are you an agent of chaos? Yeah, I'm a member over there. I am a member over there. I like Reforged, man. I like Reforged. I think, look, man, here's why I like Reforged. When Xbox was running amok and Xbox content creators were running amok, lying to you and telling you, yeah, GitHub says that, 12 teraflops, and we had developers, remember, and shout out, God bless the dead, Optimus Code. Shout out to Optimus Code. He tried to warn us. He was a developer. He was going on these different podcasts, and he was trying to warn people that the way that this console is constructed, you're not going to get the output that you're being told to get. And you're going to see it in the games that you play. See, a lot of people didn't get a Series X for the Xbox games. See, that's a farce to think that everybody that has an Xbox has it for Xbox games. There are a lot of Xbox supporters and gamers that have their hardware because of the power narrative. They want the biggest and brightest they can get without having to get an expensive PC. Because they mostly play multiplats. They don't care about Gamepass. They don't care that Halo Infinite fell off the radar. They don't care about none of that shit. They got it for their multiplats, right? But they wanted to play their multiplats the best. And come to find out, for a lot of games that they play, they might have been better off getting a PlayStation 5 digital like your boy. So when Reforge was out there breaking all this down, because he was an Xbox fan that was starting to see the smoke and mirrors and see it for what it was, they just attacked him. And they still do. But what I like now, which I was like hoping that he would get over then, is you got to develop a tough skin with this. I'm sorry. If you're going to be out here talking about these consoles and weighing one console over the other, unfortunately, you're going to get attacked. You got to understand there are a lot of people that this is their life. Like, there's a lot of people I know, and I'm not going to name any names. You're safe with me. Your secret's safe with me. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here that sit there and clap like baby seals for Xbox. They don't play near game. This is a social club for them. They don't even have, a lot of these motherfuckers don't even have Xboxes. Like, there was people I would be podcasting with, or I would be on a show with, or something like that, or just anywhere with, and they talking all this shit about Xbox. We go off air, be chatting. They ain't even got one. They ain't even got one. That's rampant in the Xbox community. One thing I will say about the PlayStation community can be a lot more cold. Like they really gatekeep. You know, what's your gamer score, all the other stuff. They're really strict about the litmuses. But one thing I can say is that for this brass of PlayStation gamers that talk pro PlayStation stuff, they play games. They play them. From the most recognized to the least recognized, they play games. There's no doubt about that. But you got Xbox people over there, some of the biggest names, who act like this was a country club. MM, you're lying. You're making this up. This is false. No, it's not. Because some of them motherfuckers I chipped in to help get them consoles. What? We're going to continue on. Okay. But I just want you, but that's why I appreciate Reforge Gaming, because he came out and he was slaughtering them fanboys left and right. And I thought it was authentic. A lot of people are like, oh, he ain't authentic. But no, it was authentic because he was hunkered into Xbox. He was a Destiny. He reminded me so much of myself, where he was a former Destiny guy. I was a big time Destiny 1 guy. I mean, I was just glued to Xbox, bro. And it's even well before Destiny. Destiny is the slightest thing, but I'm just saying I could relate to him on that plane. And to see Xbox, like once you got out of Destiny and was looking at Xbox for other stuff, you started to see on how much you were being lied to. And I feel like that he was the most effective in destroying those false narratives, and that's why he was attacked. He was attacked because you got a lot of people that got parasocial relations with this, but he was attacked most importantly by people who are just if you're listening on, if you're sneak listening, if you're hiding, understand that a lot of these people that are your favorite Xbox content creators, because they do the salt mining, whatever the fuck that is. It was called the best damn podcast period, done on Broadband Bullies first. We were the first salt miners. Dumbass fucking slogans. Where do these people come up with this dumb shit? Anyway, so before any of that was happening, these same people were staunch PlayStation gamers. If you look at their background, they were staunch PlayStation gamers. What it is that just like I was able to do years before this generation, but these people, they're not dumb. They may be sleazy, but they're not dumb. They were able to look at the fervor and the energy from the Xbox community, and they were like, you know what? They might make so much noise. Now, I'm not saying that the console is going to be any good. I still think the console and the product is going to be trash. But these mugs might make so much noise that being a content creator on that side could be hella lucrative. And that's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing. A lot of these cats get exposed. They don't even play on Xbox. Shout out to Will Broke Boy Lewis. Well, you ain't that broke, my friend. Thank you for sending another gifted. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. Y'all are the shit. Shout out to Will Broke Boy. Yeah, you rich boy. You rich boy today. Throw some D's on it. Yeah, man. That's what it is, y'all. They playing y'all like a fiddle. And they attack people. And he didn't understand this. That's why he had to come over here, lick his wounds. Now he's good to go. So I'll be listening to Reforged Gaming. I listen to him in the car when I got the kids, grandkids with me, whatever. It's safe for work. Like I said, I'm gonna get back to making some content like that without touching the content that we're already making. I think y'all like, God damn, Sean is going crazy today. More Steam codes. Make sure y'all thank Sean, man. Come on, shit. Sean, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this much. If nobody's thanking you in the chat, don't give out no more codes. We'll give them out in the Discord. They'll appreciate them there. Somebody's getting that code. Please let Sean know that you got it and just say thank you. Shit. Will says, I don't mind Reforged sometimes, but he seems he's only in it for members and to hell with everyone else. Well, no, here's, and people have expressed that to me. Here's what I will say. Now consider this, y'all. Consider this. Bro does this for a living. Like, if y'all don't know his background, Reforged, Lano was a big time Destiny creator. And so he was able to do this for a living, something that he loves to do, and support his family. And so he started a business out of it. When he started getting popular on the mainstream side and he started getting attacked, I think his approach was, he didn't know who was just genuinely arguing with him for the sake of the subject versus who was trying to clip him and attack him. That he was ignorant to that because he wasn't built for this. So his approach was, look, if you're going to sit there and attack my business, attack my credibility, call me this and all these horrible things they were calling them, and affect how I feed my family, I'm not entertaining you on that level, on that negative plane. I'm not even entertaining you on that negative plane if you're not a member. And I don't blame him for that. Because he didn't know none of this. He didn't know none of this shit that's going on. A lot of people aren't built for this. Like Sean can tell you, shout out to Sean. Sean listens to everybody, but when you have a Sean or a Geek to Sneak or even a Perp, they come from different sides of content creation where it's a lot more mild. I mean, we know on that side too, Perp, right? There's some shady shit that be going on over there too, right? We've had our fair share of drama, but not like over here. people don't know how to take this over here. It's like in your face, completely disrespect. Like I didn't know how to take it. I was on a podcast with my homie GEIX years ago when I was in Pro Xbox and he wasn't Pro Xbox. So he brought me on this podcast and I was there with some other people and somebody just came out the back, called me a dumb motherfucker and all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, I went ham on this dude. I made him shut up for the rest of the podcast because I took it as disrespect. I'm like, yo, we're going to have to link up and meet somewhere, yo. But I had to learn. That's just part of that. As sad as it may sound, that's part of the game. That just comes with the territory. And he didn't understand that. So now he got an essential threat to his livelihood. He's like, look, I'm not even going to rock with you unless you, unless you're a supporter. And even if you are a supporter, me tolerating your trash is only gonna be so much. He had to grow his thick skin around it. But if you watch his content now, it's different. It's different to where he's grown that thick skin and he knows what to entertain and what not to entertain. And I had to learn that too. Another thing too is when people say he was only for his members, that's the perception that was built out on the internet. Truth be told, I don't think he will mind me. Truth be told, I have it for a while because I've been busy. But for a while, I was like tapping him like, bro, keep it up, man. Like they coming for you. That's just what they do. Ignore it. You got people with agendas out here. And he responded to me. Like I have conversations with him. And I wasn't even supporting him. He wasn't checking and say, hold on, you a supporter? It wasn't even like that. So the dude is cool. I think he's cool. It's just that this is an animal of its own. I've seen podcasts, y'all, where mofos came into this we call it the crumb side. See, here's what y'all don't understand. This has a name, all this insulting and you dumb motherfucker. It's called crumb side. And back when I first started 7 years ago, the crumb side was put in the corner. We was like D block. We was D block of the pen. We was in the corner. None of the other content creators dealt with us. But see, you want to know some D block / crumb side creators? Tim Dog, Porter Rock, Next Gen 720. You know what I'm saying? Mofos like that. Diller Gaming. Colt Eastwood, even Colt Eastwood is that Be Nice. Colt Eastwood came from Next Gen 720's podcast. See, I ain't know that. That was Colt's claim to fame. He was on Next Gen 720's podcast just like your boy. And then him and Diller was on there too, and him and Diller linked up and then they went and did their own thing. That was all crumb side content where people would be battling, mugs be pulling up to people's houses and threatening them. It was called crumb side. What happened was, with all this fervor for Xbox, one of the biggest names in the crumb side was the homie Tim Dog. Tim Dog was close friends with Phil Spencer. Tim Dog told y'all last week, Phil Spencer was all for the console war. He was all for it. Now it's time to churn it up. Tim Dog, everybody's churning it up on the Xbox side. So that Xbox crumb side creator influence started taking over all of gaming. See, 7 years ago, it wasn't like this and all. There were, we were just the slum pocket of the gaming community. Now we've infected all again. Now everybody, you dumbass, you motherfucker. Everybody's doing that now. And see, if you weren't built for this, it just hit you upside, it just smacked you across your face like, whoa, what the hell? And that's what happened with Reforge. All he did was gave his opinion on what he thought Xbox was doing because he had an Xbox console and he was just simply questioning as a consumer, what are you doing, Xbox? And most of his followers were Xbox people. So he wasn't trying to do it to placate to PlayStation. He was talking to fellow Xbox people like, hey, yo, what is going on? Then the crumb side got wind of it. Crumb side, I saw it myself. Crumb side started putting this shit out there on the internet. Yo, yeah, this man is killing the bots. He don't even know what a bot is. He's killing the bots. The crumb side bots hear about it. They start attacking him. I done seen people. Now this is 7 years ago, when it was super wild, super wild. 7 years ago, I done seen people who were big on coming into the crumb side to make a name for themselves. I've seen them reduced to tears on podcasts. What are you doing, man? All I want to do is play games. Reduced to tears on podcasts. One of them, I know because one of them was beefing with broadband bullies and I recorded it. Bro broke down on tears, had to act like his computer died. Broken down to tears. You gotta have tough skin if you're gonna get in on this now. And a lot of people didn't have it. And they didn't know what they were stepping into. That's why, like, let me tell y'all a story real quick. I know I'm gonna get to the content, I swear I am. When I first came to the cloud, it was me and a bunch of cloud creators. And we were just doing, it was just a tongue-in-cheek, it was meant to be cheesy version of the Avengers. But we were called the Stadia Avengers. And we were just podcasting and talking about Stadia, right? But see, because I'm from the crumb side, and Muggs was sitting there fucking with me because I was now doing Stadia content. Like, hey man, what you doing, man? You doing that punk ass Stadia, da, da, da. And they was taking any time that they could to pick with me because of that. They was sitting there memeing us and doing shit like the bitch ass Stadias. They was calling us all types of crazy stuff. See, I'm used to it, but them guys were not. Like that was traumatic. Now, some people, it didn't bother. Like, shout out to my homie Brian, who was the head, who was in charge, right? Brian was like, bro, I don't mind this. But other people didn't care for that. So I had to go back to some of my homies and say, look, man, look, you gotta understand, like, everybody ain't down. You can't be calling all these people all this stuff, man. And they was like, oh, okay. But then they went and told everybody else, yeah, your boss made me do. But now it's just like, you know, we can have a little bit of decorum. Like, you got to understand, like, everybody ain't into this. See, that Reforged, he would have fit in that camp. That was not, who wasn't used to this. I'm going to tell you another person that wasn't used to this, but they far from soft. Ain't nothing soft about this person. The homie Project Storm. I hope Storm, if you listen, I hope you ain't mad, but I just want people to know I'm just dropping this little bit of news, but I hope people understand where I'm coming from. I don't think Storm will be mad if I tell him this. We was podcasting with some cats. And again, we was just I would throw barbs back and forth with them, you know, I would talk shit on Xbox. They would talk shit on Stadia. They didn't mean anything. Storm is coming into the foray. Storm's a cool dude. Let me tell you about Storm. Storm is a cool dude, but Storm don't take no disrespect. Like, don't talk to him greasy. Like, I had one person talk to him greasy when he was on the podcast. I was like, oh shit, it's about to go down. And Storm was cool as hell. He was nice. I was like, oh man, you must be in a good mood. Storm don't take no disrespect. You're not talking to bro greasy, right? So these mofos had the audacity to tell Storm or call Storm my bitch on one of these crumb side podcasts. And they were just joking around. But see, you don't know Storm like that. When I finally linked up with Storm, let me tell you, When I tell you that bro was ready to swim because bro was the dude that said it was in the UK. When I tell you Storm was ready to swim the English Channel, look, bruh. Don't talk to Storm like that. Do not disrespect him. Storm, I hope you ain't mad about me telling that story. I'm just trying to let the people know. I won't say, my mouth is sealed. I won't tell them anything else. That's just it. You see what I'm saying? Storm is on the other end of that, to where Storm ain't soft. If it's going down, it's going down. But he has a decorum to him. He has a decorum to him to where, look, man, we can disagree. We can even pop a little shit, but we're not going to disrespect each other. See, the crumb side is all about disrespect. Now, I may pop my shit and say this, that, and the other. And a lot of times the people that you hear me go in on, trust me, we have a history. But I'm not just going to disrespect you because me and you have a difference of opinion. I may disrespect your opinion, but I'm not going to disrespect you. But see, a big element of the crumb side is people disrespecting you. And Reforged just wasn't used to, he didn't understand that. He sounds like an infomercial at times. Yeah, I mean, that's the professional take that he has. Again, Juice, you listen to crumb side content. So, and Cold Blood, y'all listen to crumb side content. So when y'all hear him, he sounds too refined. To where me, look, man, I don't mind refined. I really think there'd be some really in-depth, intelligent discussions. Speaking of Cold Blood, he guess who came in right now. Shout out, brother. Yeah. What's going on?
What's up?
Of course, you're going to come in right now. Hey, yo, I don't know if you've seen it. These mugs uncrushed every member goal.
What? Really?
Yeah. We got 18 more members. So we're now up. No, I'm sorry. 23 more members. So we're now up to 63 members. So I literally had to adjust everything. I literally spent the first hour or so adjusting everything and just spent the last 30 minutes talking to people. Just talking to the chat, because now everybody's a member of the chat. The whole chat is nothing but members now and shit.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you very much. Will Broke Boy Lewis said, I was gifted a member in his chat. I made a comment he didn't like and basically said to me, your comment is irrelevant since you didn't pay for your sub. Yeah, see, and again, he's admitted to that he didn't know who was trying to sabotage him, who was just trying to, shit, here we go again. Will Broke Boy Lewis again. Will Broke Boy Lewis. Hey, man, you got to change your name, man. You got to change your name with the Rich Boy Lewis. Shout out to Will Broke Boy Lewis gifting another member. Will, he's admitted to that. Like, if you listen to his content now, he's a lot less combative. But that's, again, he was thrown in the lion's den. All he had was a stick on him. So he just trying to poke everybody. You know what I'm saying? But he's gotten a lot better. Now, me personally, I like the intensity. I like the intensity. To me, he's a lot more mild than maybe a little bit more mild than I would like, but I get, but he's gotten used to the situation now, so he's not as combative. But that's what was going on. Xbox consoles don't sell matter. Me, what's under their TV, Xbox a console. Shout out to Will Boy Lewis with the other one. We got Malcolm, who was gifted. He says, one day I'll get a PlayStation 5. You almost had me. I almost called you out your name, Sean. One day I'll get a PlayStation 5. I'm too poor. Plus baby on. Sorry, ain't nobody trying that shit. You ain't getting no sympathy here. See, I'll disrespect you. I'll disrespect you when you're even being nice. No, ain't nobody trying that shit. I'm too poor. Any recommendations for those to watch would be appreciated. If you're an Xbox guy, the only content I can recommend for you Like if Will Sinks, if you're still in the chat, I wish Will was still making content. I wish Will was still making content. I like Mags. And I gotta give kudos, y'all ain't gonna believe, I gotta give kudos to Colt. Because I would have thought a long time ago, Colt would have been like, nah, you're speaking too much truth. We can't have it. I like Mags that's on there with Colt. I fuck with Mags. Because Mags be going Mags be going off. As a matter of fact, we're in talks to have Mags as one of our, oh yeah, for all you new members, we're going to be having interviews with some of these people that I just brought up. Because I know a lot of them over my tenure doing this shit. So we're bringing some of the biggest names of the crumb side or whatever you want to call them. We're doing special interviews with them, and it's going to be members only interviews to show our appreciation for our members. So we're just dotting the I's and crossing the T's on when we're going to schedule these interviews. But yeah, I fucks with, I like Mags. Yeah, Colt to me's, you know, I like Mags. Colt still does a little bit too much glazing. Not a little bit. He does too much glazing for me. I wish Mags would do something independently. Like Mags, I think it's time for you to do something. I would love to see a Mags and Will Sink. If you're an Xbox guy, I would love to see Mags and Will Sink. Mags or Will Sink, I don't know. Oh, Doc Dark, he said, what we talking about MM2K? Now Doc Dark all of a sudden pops up. But see, I can't consider Doc an Xbox gamer because now he's PC Master Race now. he done with his slick ass. He done wouldn't became PC Master Race. But if it was an Xbox, I don't know. Will Sinks or Mags, if y'all are in the chat and if you're talking to an Xbox console gamer, who would you recommend that they listen to? The podcast that I would recommend, Will Broke, is it's called FM Radio. It's from the old GMR magazine. If you're old like me and you remember GMR, yeah, in a 7-Up website. They're awesome. I learned so much from them, even though I don't agree with any of their takes, but the information I get from them is so fucking awesome. Check them out. If you're a PlayStation guy, and you want to catch up on what's all things PlayStation, Porter Rock, Reforge. I listen to Porter Rock and Reforge. I got them on repeat. If you're looking for information, if you want hardcore debate type shit, then I throw in King Thrash, of course, Next Gen 720. You know what I'm saying? And there could be more, but I only have so much time to listen because I'm so busy. So that's who's in my rotation. My rotation is Rebel X FM for Xbox stuff. For PlayStation is Reforge and Porter Rock. And just for classic, the Clash of the Titans type shit, it's Roundtable, King Thrash, Next Gen 720. That's me. You know what I'm saying? Doc Dark says Iron Lords. Look, here's what I'll say about Iron Lords. I can't say Iron Lords, but I will say Maddie Plays. I can't do all, shout out to Lord Cognito. I like him as a person. He seems like to be a real cool person. But there's too much Xbox Defense Force. So it has to be countered with somebody that I feel like is an Xbox fan, but will come down the middle. And when he's teamed up with Maddie Plays, like they have a podcast they do weekly, I like him better there. I like Cognito better there. So I can't, my seal of approval goes to Maddie Plays and Cognito over there. why are there pro? Tier's is stupid. He said, why are there pro Xbox channels? Oh man. He says, I'll admit I watch Colt Eastwood, but that's mainly because Mag is on. Yeah, I fucks with Mag. I fucks with Mag hard. I used to recommend Doc Dark, but Doc Dark is a PC dude now. If you're a PC gamer, who can you listen to if you're a PC gamer? I find it weird. Now, Doc isn't a full PC gamer. He's PC/Xbox. But I find it weird that these full-fledged PC master race people talk console war like they have no business here. So I don't have any PC. I don't have any recommendations from that side. I guess Doc Dark. I guess Doc. He's the only motherfucker I can recommend from over there. Oh, cool, geek. I was trying to get in and play some First Descendant today. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get into it. Who else did Doc say? He said, ain't no real PlayStation. What did he say? He said, ain't no real PlayStation channels, only No, stop. But
if you really want a PlayStation channel, then go to Mystic.
Mystic? Okay,
that's the true PlayStation channel.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm not that familiar. Here's what you got to understand, Doc. See, you're kind of late to the party. The reason why these PlayStation dudes, including myself, well, I'm really like a cloud PC guy, that my PlayStation is my favorite console. And if I had to give a award to a best platform or service in 2024, right now, PlayStation is winning. Even though I don't like I'm not fucking with Concord. Nope. And I don't like what they're doing at the holiday season. So I'm a bit of a unicorn. But the reason why a lot of these PlayStation dudes, Doc, have so much anti-Xbox rhetoric in their content is you got to remember a lot of them were 360 dudes. And see, you came in at the tail end of that. You came in at the tail end of winning a lot of these PlayStation dudes that you see now. Just a few years before you came, they were PlayStation dudes. With exception to your brother, with exception to Porter Rock. But like Reforged Gaming, and a lot of this you're hearing frustration, like, what the fuck happened? What did y'all do? What is going on here? Trust me, I can relate. And Doc, you don't want to hear this, bro. I keep telling you this, but mark my words. I'm going to say it again on July 17th, 2024 at 3:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Doc, you're going to be just like us. You'll be just like us. You are going down the exact same. It is like, it's freaking eerie. Bro, you're going down the exact same path that I'm going down. Just your approach to your Xbox content, it felt so similar. That's why I singled you out for the Stadia thing. It felt so similar. I ain't trying to come on to you, bro. I'm just saying. I just felt a connection. That's why I singled you out. And then your affinity for Stadia, even though you had issues with a lot of shit that they were doing, I can connect to that. But then your frustration that you're going through now and how you're bouncing the PC, it's the same shit I did. Cold Blood can tell you that because Cold Blood was coming in around that time. Trust me, you're going to get frustrated with PC. You were talking the same thing I was talking. Oh man, PlayStation is trash. They ain't got nothing, man. Trust me. When you get when the PC that you got, when you realize that playing that game with PC is an endless cycle, you feel like you're chasing your tail of upgrading this, you're going to get frustrated. You're going to run into a wall. And you're going to do one or two things. You're going to either find maybe a cloud service like how I did that'll give you the performance that you were looking for, a GeForce Now or something like that. Or you're going to realize, fuck, the only company that's really putting their foot into this game is PlayStation. Now you hear that right now and you're like, oh, phooey, whatever, what, bro, you are taking the exact same steps that I was taking, Doc. I'm telling you, I'll say by, what is this, 2024? I'll see you in 2027, bro. In my 2027 or sooner, I'll see you. You'll be back at PlayStation. But that's why a lot of these Xbox dudes, that's why a lot of these PlayStation dudes, Doc, or anybody that's listening, that's why they got so much venom towards Xbox, including myself, because we are extremely frustrated. We remember the promise of Xbox and what Xbox was and how it revolutionized gaming. And we're looking at this shit now and we're flabbergasted. See, Doc, it's hitting you less because you weren't in around that time. If you were an Xbox gamer in the OG or 360 era and looking at what Xbox has become today, you would be able to understand. But unless you were like me, a next gen 720 or anybody else that fit into that box, you're not going to be able to relate. You're not going to be able to understand. And you're listening to me right now, Doc, and you're like, what that old ass MM2K. There he goes with his cockamamie bull crap again. Whatever. Let me power up my PC. Trust me, bro. We're going to be sitting down at 2027, and you're going to be like, damn. Okay, you were right. you hit it right on the nose. He said, what happened to the MM2K I used to know? The Stadia MM2K never. Oh, bro, no, you are wrong. The Stadia MM2K was focused. I was so laser focused on trying to get people to see the truth about Stadia. But see, you knew me because of the Stadia content I was doing. I was still dropping Xbox content here and there. And at the beginning of my Stadia stint, I always destroyed Xbox. Like me and Jack, we had a show, the number show for Stadia. We would flamboyant Xbox. That's one thing I never let go, was my disdain for Xbox. It's what brought me to Stadia in the first place. Geek will tell you. I always had a disdain for Xbox. It's just now that there's no Stadia, I went back to flame broiling Xbox primarily. But I came into this game at like 2017 heavily defending Xbox. I said, check out my content from 2017. A lot of it was like yours. I started to get dismayed around 2018, 2019. I started to like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? I want to say 2018, 2019, Will Sinks, if he's still in the chat. That's when me and Will was doing podcasts like, yo, trying to problem solve the Xbox dilemma. How can they get out of this quandary? I was sitting there like masterminding, racking my brain and shit, staying up till 3 a.m, coming up with concepts. And then it just hit me. There was a speech that Phil Spencer gave at DICE. And your brother opened my eyes to this because he pointed it out to me. And I can still find the tweet to this day. Porter Rock had put out a tweet where Phil Spencer was like, yeah, one day we want to be like PlayStation. We're still learning or something. And I said, what in the dog shit is this? What you talking about? You trying to learn like PlayStation? You mofos already got the blueprint from the 360. What are you talking about? Just stop making this tinky winky shit and get back to your hardcore roots. And that's when I said, Porter Rock, please tell me this is like fake. He's like, no, this is real. And that's when I knew. I said, no, I can't. I can't stay here no more. I gotta go. Gotta let it go. And so I want to say from like the latter half of 2018, 2019, I've been hardcore on Xbox. I've only lightened up because there's only so many hours in the day. And I had to focus on, Stadia, you know what I'm saying? And trying to get people to at least try it. That's how me and you linked up, Doc. I was trying to get people to at least try it, but oh no, I never. Like when we did our shows, when I did my podcast, I stayed talking. You asked Storm, I stayed talking shit on. And bro, you know better because when Stadia was around, if y'all didn't know, Doc, shout out to Doc for his contributions too. Doc was on the podcast with us when we did the commission. One of the best podcasts ever, man. I hope to bring that back one day when an opportunity presents itself. I love that part. That's one of the best podcasts that I think was ever out there, period. The commission was the shit. It was me, Storm, Doc, Prophet, Proper's Place, Snow Bunny, and Tronny. And we were taking live calls at the end of the show. That show was the shit. Yeah, you remember Doc, because it would be you and Proper. It would be you and Proper versus me and Snow Bunny and Tronny. We were the Xbox haters, and it would be you and Prophet versus us. And Prophet would always get mad, like, man, I don't get this, man. What y'all hate on Xbox for so much? Shout out to Proper's Place. That's the homie. And then, but Storm would be he would be neutral. Storm was like, hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be hating on Xbox like that. He would join y'all sometimes, or he would join us. You know what I mean? Doc, you know that. You was there for the podcast. It ain't nothing new. We was hating on shit. One of the best podcasts out there, period. I love doing that, man. That was a hell of a time. I would love to do that again. Provoked him. Okay, hold on. What did? Oh, okay, that was the other one. I thought I was about to say, did he do a new one? Juice says at Doc, you should go live more. You are entertaining as hell. Go get that Xbox cult money. I'd rather you get it than the lying dudes. Yeah, Doc should go live. He should do, if he can do something on the weekends. I think that'll go well for him. He said. TR said MM2K almost put his life savings into Stadia. Juice, I don't get what he say. I don't get super chats, bro. I don't be going live like that. Yeah, I don't think it'd be a bad. Yeah, Doc, man, Doc. That was like the missing piece when we had Doc on there, man. When Doc came on the show was the shit. It was good, because it started off with me and Storm, Tronny, and Bunny. It was good. Then we had it Proper. You know what I'm saying? Proper, he wasn't with the console war stuff. We got another. Did we get another gift? We got another gifted from Will Broke Lewis. Oh my God. Okay, I got it. Y'all gonna make me. I'll get the final count. Shout out to Will Broke Lewis. Oh man, Broke Boy Lewis. You have to change. You gotta change your name.
Is that Sean's alt account or something?
It probably is. It's probably Sean's alt account. Yeah. Oh God, we're like up to 66 already. You guys are crazy, man. But we love y'all. Yeah. Hey, Geek. No, man. Me and Jack. But like I said, I get it. Xbox. When Stadia died. And see, I had this accusation from a lot of cloud gaming people. When Stadia died, the most obtainable thing for Stadia gamers was xCloud. And so then there were people like Jack who like achievements. Jack loved achievements, you know what I'm saying? Where you really don't have them with GeForce now, consistent achievements, because it's just a service that connects you to a whole bunch of stores. So people just transitioned to Xbox. And so all their Xbox rhetoric about xCloud, that went away with them. That didn't go away with me. That did not go away with me. Because I'm an old school Xbox gamer. I remember the promise of Xbox. I remember, and that's why I want to get Mag on here, and I'm probably going to interview Mag first. just because he seems to be the most available at the moment. I still got to reach out to other people. And some of y'all told me to text y'all if y'all listening. I didn't forget. I'm sorry. My business partner went out of town. He ain't coming back. He came back last night, but I'm not going to see him till Thursday. I am like swamped. Like literally here, I only got like 10 minutes to be on air. With that being said, yeah, we just had we had a hell of a run with the OG Xbox in the 360. It revolutionized gaming. I'm not talking about just the horror. I'm talking about the games they curated, like Mass Effect, Fallout. Even though that wasn't a timed exclusive at all, it was built upon from the support from Xbox towards Bethesda. Then you had Armed and Dangerous from the OG. Just all these games that were normally badass PC games that the average console gamer would never see were finally being put on Xbox. Xbox put Western development on the map. So to go from that to now this, yeah, we old and we bitter as hell. We are bitter as hell. Doc says, not true. When we spoke, you said, I quote, "Hey, Doc, I love Xbox and PlayStation, but Stadia's coming next. You gotta try." Oh man, yeah. Shout out. And how I caught up with Doc is Doc. I heard Doc was doing a show. Like Doc was, Doc was doing he was talking about cloud gaming, and I heard him, and I was real sick. I remember because I had to call off from work. I was still working in town, and I said, you know what? Because we had just started this program over at Stated Dosage because of all the memberships that we're getting, and like I said, I don't put this in my pocket. This goes into either the shit that we got to pay for the platform, and then whatever's left, we either get games with it or we do giveaways, right? So I heard Doc talking, and he was talking about Stadia, but you could tell he was talking secondhand. So I said, Doc, bro, you know what? I'm a Stadia content. I introduced myself as a Stadia content creator, and Doc was like, okay, like, what you calling me for? Like, well, look, bro, if you want, I try this thing out, man, and give us your thoughts at the end of 30 days. He's like, look, bro, I don't know if you want me to do this. Because he's going off of what he's heard secondhand. He's like, I don't know if you want to do this. Because if I don't like this thing, bro, the type of creator I am, I'm going to torch this. My exact words to him was, I remember it like it was yesterday. I said, that's great. And that's great because Stadia already has me. They already got Sean and they already got Geek to Sneak. They need to hear from gamers like you. They got to hear about what they're doing, what they need to do from gamers like you so they can get better. He was like, all right, I'll try it. And he tried it and he ended up liking it. And the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? But I've always liked Doc's content. It's different, it's original. But I'm telling my bro, he going down the same, like I tried to do different and original stuff. I tried to come at it at least from a different perspective and not do the same thing. Xbox is dog shit. I didn't do that. I tried to like break it down for you. So that's why I can relate to Doc. But I'm telling you, he is walking the same steps. It's like 50 first dates. He's walking the same steps that I walked to get to my point. I'm telling you, in 2027, we're going to be sitting down chilling somewhere and Doc is going to be like, yeah, I'm back here at PlayStation. I'm back here at PlayStation. That is unless a new competitor comes and they can do something in this realm. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Yeah, Doc, yeah, you did. He said, I warned you. He said, look, bro. He was like, hold on now. Hold on. I don't know what type of content creator you think I am, but I'm letting you know this right now. If I don't like this thing, I am torching it. And he said, I hate for you to waste your money. I'm like, no. You don't understand. And see, a lot of people didn't understand this about me. They thought I was just doing some Stadia glazing. No, I really believed in the capabilities of the tech, and they just needed to operate those capabilities in the right direction. And so feedback is one of those things. Feedback is a very important thing. So even if I'm sitting on a podcast and this mofo is tearing Stadia down for 2 or 3 hours, they need to hear it. They need to hear it. Because truth be told, I know a lot of mainstream gamers say, oh no, you never said anything bad about Stadia. A lot of people that talk to me regularly that did Stadia content, when that SG&E stuff started happening, I got a lot of unfollows. I had people calling me up like, okay, man, we get it. That's enough. And I'm like, no, it isn't. Not until they fix it. And there's plenty of times where I'd be on podcasts with people, I didn't like something, and maybe I was a little bit too, excited about it, but I go on a tirade and cuss them out about it. That's why I could never be like an ambassador or something like that. I'm too explosive. You know what I'm saying? I don't toe the line. I don't do that at all. If I don't like something, you're going to know exactly why I don't like it. It is hard for me to swallow either my enthusiasm or my disappointment in something. So that's why I can relate to Doc, because Doc was like, I am not holding back if this thing is trash, bro. Not at all. He says facts. This is all facts. He did tell me, he's like, I may not be the one. I said, don't worry about it. He said, dog, remember when we made it onto the Reddit? Oh, bro, yeah. Yeah, and they was mad at you, man. Hey, yo. Hey, shout out to Will Broke Lewis again with the $5. He says, I came up with the name as a goof. People ask if you had a rap name, what would it be? Although talking to the bank when they was interested. Well, we know it's an oxymoron because bro been dropping change all day, man. We appreciate it, man. Welcome to the channel, man. We really appreciate it. He said all he films is in his laundry room, but the comedy in that, and the down to earthness in that, I like that. I personally like that. Yeah, Doc, and they was in that. I was just talking about that yesterday with the gifteds. I hate it that Stadia Reddit. I'm sorry. I know I got to go in a couple minutes. I hated that Stadia Reddit. Why did I hate it? Because I wanted to do stuff like that with Doc. Like, there were people that were mad. I think the Stadia Reddit was filled with a lot of Xbox gamers who were like Jazz Gordon, who wrote an article talking about, yeah, Destiny on xCloud kills Stadia. The purpose of Stadia. Stop, Jazz. Jazz, stop. And I hate keep bringing you up, but you do too much glazing, bro. Stop it, Jazz. Stop. I had to lambaste, bro. I had to flamboil them like a whopper. I had Xbox buds calling me. They was like, yo, you did not have to do that to Jazz. Stop. They wanted an immediate ceasefire. I said, stop telling them to stop putting out that bullshit. And I'll stop. But, yeah, that Stadia Reddit was full of Stadia haters from day one, bro. I remember when I put my article out there about Jazz's thing, and they were defending xCloud like it actually ran and looked better than Stadia. I knew that I'm convinced Microsoft did their due and had Xbox people taking over it. And for some reason, the people at Google didn't recognize that. I know how Xbox operates. They do this Parasocial, and Tim told y'all last week, they are fully invested in Parasocial stuff. And for Google, this is what confused me. For Google to heavily market grassroots marketing when it comes to their products, for them not to be able to see that their Reddit was infiltrated by Xbox people, it blew my mind, right? So anyway, what I didn't like about the Reddit is, as a content creator, not just me, because I'm bombastic, and y'all, like I told y'all, I come from the crumb side. I broke it down to y'all what the crumb side is all about. I don't care. We can go at this. We can do the damn thing. But there were a lot of Stadia content creators that were just, by the book, professional content creators that wasn't really trying to get into all that. And bro, they tried their best to go out there on that Reddit and humiliate them every day. And that shit was allowed. Now, I really don't care who takes offense to this. I love the Stadia people. I love the people that contributed and helped towards Stadia, but that shit was out of control. A lot of my good friends at the time, they weren't like me. I could handle it. I would go on the Stadia Reddit and get blocked and get kicked out all the time because somebody would say something stupid and I would tear them to shreds. I'm down with the shits. I don't care. But I had a lot of good friends that were just innocent people that were just creating content or just talking about how they like things on Stadia. They would go get embarrassed and get ridiculed and get talked about every fucking day. I hated that shit. That was a problem. And when I put that thing out there with Doc ain't do nothing but say, oh, this product that I thought I was going to slam, it was cool. Oh, they were saying all types of shit about Doc. You remember that, Doc? Oh, he's not real. MM2K made him up. Like he was my blow up doll or some shit. MM2K made him up. Those are one of the things that happened over there that I didn't like. I didn't like how that Reddit was being managed. Shout out to the people that were there, that were moderators and stuff like that. But whoever was in charge, that I would have cleaned that up a lot better. Because there was a lot of heinous, disgusting stuff. Like, there was so much disgusting stuff over there. There was one content creator, Doc, and y'all, I had to call this mofo up 11 o'clock at night my time. I had to go legal on him. Like, bro, what you're saying is wrong. It is so wrong that this could turn into something legal. Like, I'm willing to take a legal route. I've never had to do that on the crumb side. But that's how much of free, repulsive reign they had over there in that Stadia Reddit. It was disgusting. It was repulsive. And I didn't care I was getting kicked out. I would go over there, somebody would talk shit, say something, I would go rip them to shreds and get kicked out and go about my business. You know what I'm saying? I did not care. You put anything pro Stadia over there, it was disgusting over there, repulsive. You know what I'm saying? Like they just got indignant and ignorant over there. Yeah, one person, I had to pull them to the side and be like, bro, let's not do this, man. You out of, that's how bad it was. So, but yeah, all right, y'all. I know we're gonna, I promise we'll talk more about this tomorrow, but the video is gonna be up at 5. Xbox. We got some Xbox glazers trying to defend the move from console, and they're trying to phrase it as, oh no, Xbox is just giving you more options. It's not more options when you go to the console tier and you take it away from new subscribers. And those of you that are grandfathered in, don't think that's going to be a lifetime grandfather. Oh, hell no. It's not like that when you have people like Doc Dark who spent $500 on a box because of all the performance things that you promised them. And instead of you doubling down and fixing those performance issues, now you're just saying, well, you don't need a console. Just go on Fire TV. You know, now you're moving away from the console, right? Putting your games on other platforms instead of addressing the thing that made Doc and other people buy your or Reforge Gaming buy your console. In addressing your moral obligation that you took the money, you made a promise. Now let's make it happen. Shout out to Lee Will Broke Lewis again with another gifted. He said last one. Shout out everybody in the chat is a member. Yeah, check out that content. That thing that I just told you about Doc in the Stadia Reddit. There's so much tea that I drop in there. You do that. I don't know why I've been in the mood to drop tea the last few days. I don't know what it is. I loved a lot about my experience over there on Stadia. It was a different crowd because they weren't used to the crumb side stuff to where, like people, one of the things that I think was just like the Achilles heel over there is people didn't know how to handle differences of opinions. People didn't like differences of opinions. And when you had a difference of opinion, they didn't know how to handle it. They just went straight DEFCON on you. They started insulting you and all this. And I'm like, what's going on here? And all that angry energy manifested in the place where you would think it would be the total opposite, where people would be celebrating the platform. Don't get me wrong. Like you go to an Xbox Reddit or PlayStation Reddit, there's people complaining, but I've never seen the level of vow mentality from the beginning over there on the Stadia Reddit. And it never got curbed or taken control of. Nobody ever managed it properly and it just got out of control. I would drop shit like that, like Doc. Oh, here goes this mainstream content creator that actually who originally thought that Stadia wasn't good, who actually like it now. I can't. It was a cardinal sin for me to even drop you're just trying to promote your content. No, I'm trying to show you that there's people that actually liked it. Oh, no, you can't do that. You're trying to promote your content. It was always something. If you tried to do something positive about Stadia, it was always something nefarious. And that was another thing. Because if I'm not the wiser, if I'm an unsuspecting gamer and I hit that Reddit, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, maybe I need to take this motherfucking thing back. Let me take it back. So I just found your channel today. Came up on my recommended. I just subbed to Mystic too. Thanks for the. Yeah, I gotta listen to sub to the Mystic. I wasn't familiar with this game. All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. I promise y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for everything that y'all done. We got like maybe 30 members today. That is crazy. We appreciate y'all so much. We're gonna have content tomorrow. I have another video. Like I said, check me out on Cloud Dosage because I'm on Cloud. It's at Cloud Dosage News. I'm putting in the chat. I'll be here too, but early morning I usually do. If you're interested in GeForce Now, I usually talk about the latest news at GeForce Now around 9 a.m. and then right after that I do like a little small podcast where I talk about like the topic of the week for me in cloud gaming, and then I come back over here and we chop it. Oh man, you see he lied. Broke Boy Lewis did another one. Appreciate you, good brother. We had to get like 30 plus members today. I'll find out tomorrow, and the accurate count will be there tomorrow, and the accurate roll on the filter will be there tomorrow. I promise you guys. I really promise. And I thank you guys so much. Thank you, Will Broke Boy. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Doc, for coming by. Thank you. Doc, if you're still here, put a link to your channel. You might have left. Somebody got a link to Doc's channel? Put a link to Doc's channel in here. And like I said, check out our content in the member section. But Doc Dark 1985 on YouTube. Check him out. Will Sinks, bruh. You need to think about it. do some content, man. If y'all don't know who Will Sinks is, he was formerly of Xbox Uncut. Really the first podcast that like brought me over here to YouTube was Xbox Uncut. I used to love that show. Tim Dog was on there. Paul G, I don't know what to tell you, brother. Paul missed everything, man. All right, let me get out of here before my wife kills me. All right, y'all. Till next time, y'all have a wonderful gaming day. Peace.